Hey Plant Fam! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Jacqueline. This is part of my jungle. If you are not new here, thank you for coming back. And I apologize for my mess. There's a pile of laundry. Please don't look at it. I'm literally going to do it after we open these boxes. So, I have plant mail, and it is very, very exciting plant mail. So I have plant mail from another planty YouTuber and a friend of mine, Miles, over, I think he changed his name, so I don't even know what it is, but I'll leave it for you guys. So we're doing a little bit of a trade. He sent me his, I gotta send him his. But this one, you guys, I've been waiting for this one for a whole week. This is from the last Urban Leaf Shop Hoya and Affordables auction. I know some of you were in there. It's really nice to see you guys. Definitely come in and just like hang out and watch, even if you don't plan on buying anything. It's a really great group of people, and you never know. There are such good deals sometimes that like you can get something really, really good. So there's going to be another one. There was one just yesterday because today is Thursday. I don't know when you're going to be seeing this though, probably over the weekend. And there's going to be another one on Wednesday they're at 6:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. They're located in Florida, and I definitely recommend coming to this next one because it's going to be Hoyas and Affordables again. So they switch back and forth. Yesterday they did like more high-end aeroids and stuff like that, and I might have bought some. You'll just have to wait and see what I got. But Aaron was very sweet, and he's holding on to that plant for me because, like, honestly, I'm probably going to buy more Hoyas and stuff in the next auction, so it's easier for him to just hold the one plant and ship them all together anyway. So this is a box from Urban Leaf Shop. They promised me they packaged it with lots of care, and I did want to let you guys know too, because I didn't tell you last time. I didn't go into enough detail last time. Their customer service is absolutely amazing. Everybody on that team is super duper sweet, and it just feels like a really nice, like, little family. You can tell that they really care about each other, and I don't know, it's just like a nice, warm, homey feeling. So I have been chatting with Aaron, who takes care of most of their customer service stuff, and about the Hoya, Jennifer, and everything, and he's been really, really helpful and really, really great. So, you know, we're just keeping an eye on it. Like I said last time, I think that I'm going to switch it into like a moss perlite mix, maybe, because I did have a few of the cuttings survive. Like, majority of them failed, but I noticed like 2 of them in the greenhouse when I was doing some watering didn't die. So I was like, okay, maybe, just maybe, if I take her out of the soil and try and like reroot her in a mossy perlite mix, because I've been having really good success with that she will come back, because it's really sad. I got a new one and I did chop her up and I'm propagating her. So I will be replacing the cuttings for people who wanted a replacement. Most people just wanted a refund, but I will have them again. So there's that. And I have like multiple of this plant now, so like there will be more in the future, but I'm excited about what's in here. I just wanted to note that before I forget, because like things happen, like people aren't perfect, and I've done it before where you've packaged a plant and it wasn't necessarily great, but you learn from it and you get better. So they said they appreciate my feedback, and I'm not mad about it. Everybody is really sweet over there, like I said. So you should definitely come and hang out. I am actually surprised that this is one box. I paid, so usually it's $15 a box. I paid $30 for shipping, so I thought there was going to be 2 boxes. So I'm not really sure, but either way, I'm pretty excited. Yeah, I don't know. Hold on. I don't remember what I got either, so that's not helpful. No, okay, Steven. Okay, Steven, you shoved them all in the box. That's not a bad thing. Sometimes they're a lot happier when they're like cozy wozy in the box. But here's what my box is looking like. That sounds weird. Here's what the box is looking like. Let me see if I could give you like a little sneaky peeky of some of what I got in here. Can you see? You guys, can you see? Woo! Should we start with the smallest, least exciting one first? I want to try and find the packing slip because I don't remember the names of them all. There's 4 Hoyas in this box, and I am so excited about every single one of them. I'm a little bit still like butthurt over one that I didn't get, and I was like, I lost it by $5, and normally I bid higher than that, like towards the end. Like I just try to outbid everybody by going over the like $5 increment thing. But I was half asleep, and then afterwards I was literally devastated, heartbroken. And I'm not even gonna tell you what it was because y'all are gonna be heartbroken too, because I was gonna cut it and share it with you. It's one that you've all been wanting, so I'm just not even gonna tell you what it is. But if you were there, you know. So there's a couple of cuties in here. Okay, see the packing slip. And it looks like somebody was drinking their coffee while they did it. Yeah. So there's that. These are 2 bigger ones. Gonna take everything out. Okay, let's do that. I need somewhere to like open them over to be careful. So let's see, what do we got here? Look, I mean, it looks good. I always open them the same way. Nothing new here, just be careful and definitely open it over something because there is sometimes just a little bit of spillage. But if you haven't seen an unboxing from Urban Leaf Shop, this is what it looks like. Steven does a great job. He tapes it to the inside of here as well. I do like to save these to reuse. I try to save and reuse as much packaging as possible. Like even just a plain brown box like this is really good to save because you never know when you might need a bigger box. I buy the white boxes that I use in 3 different sizes, but sometimes I need a bigger one or a longer one, so I like to save them. Okay, so this is, oh my god, it's so much cuter in person than I thought it would be, you guys. I bought it on a whim, honestly, because it was only $25. Like, I don't think anybody else bid on it. And I was like, but it's so cute. And it's definitely one that I had, like, seen before and was like, oh, that's cute. Like, I would get that if I ever saw one. Okay, just trying to get all the tape off. It is Hoya lucardenziana. I'll put it on the screen because, I mean, you can sound it out, but, you know, people like to know how to spell it. So, Hoya lucardenziana, and I only paid $25 for her. Look at her cute little, like, kind of roundish leaves. They have some cute little subtle veining. I don't know if that, I don't think they're splashy. I think that's just hard water stain, but I don't know. She's got this one cute little, I can propagate this one leaf for you guys and put it up in the shop for cheap if you want. Because I'll probably cut this little vine. There's another cute little 2-leafer that I can cut too. There's a couple actually, cute little baby 2-leafers that I can cut. So if you guys are interested in that, I can do that for you. If you're not interested in that, I'm gonna leave her alone because she's cute. Look at her. She's really cute. I have a thing about cutting new plants. Like if I don't have to, I won't. But a majority of these are like so that I can cut them for you guys too and share and at least make like some of my money back on the plants. Like even if you're not a plant seller, like you're not trying to have like a shop one day like I am. Obviously I'm small right now because I don't have the space to like be importing and have like a bunch of inventory and like getting from, you know, even just more local growers, because but I don't have anywhere to keep them, you know what I mean? So I'm hoping that eventually, even if like next year I get to the point where I can even just like rent a small office space where I can convert it to like just shelves and grow lights and stuff to have inventory. But that's not the point. The point is we have Hoyas. And this one I showed you guys in a video recently. I did a comparison video because I had a few people ask me what the difference was between the two. And I happen to have them both, but I had like just one really sad little cutting of this one, and I wanted a bigger plant of it. So I got a bigger plant of it, and this one was only $45. So tape to the inside again. That's not a Hoya siren. That's like a obnoxious person. Oh, I gotta sneeze. I don't think it's gonna happen. Okay, we're good. The windows are open. I'm sorry because it is so gorgeous out today that I just needed to let some fresh air in. So there's that. I'm very excited about this package. Okay. So, here we go. Hoya kanyakumariana. Look at her. You guys can actually see what she's supposed to look like when she's not really dry and sad. Look at how cute she is. $45 for this Hoya kanyakumariana, which is a pretty good deal on her for this size. Not mad about it. I will definitely be taking some cuttings of her for you guys because I know you think she's just as cute as I think she is. I love these ruffly little leaves. They're kind of like felted. They're not fuzzy, but they're soft. I don't know how to explain that. You're just gonna have to buy it and feel it for yourself. I really don't want to have to cut her because she's starting to trail, but cutting her back even just a couple of little nodes will encourage her to grow even more, so that'll be okay. Cute. Oh my god, I love it. I am so happy already, and we haven't even gotten to the big ones. This one is one of my personal favorites. She's a big girl. She's a big girl, and let me tell you, I had to fight a few people for this one, and I ended up winning her for $85, which is still a steal because I have this one. I only have like a little baby cutting and it just hasn't been doing well. I don't know if it like has flat mites or something. I am in the process of kind of treating everything and trying different things, and I am filming it, so don't worry, like you are gonna see all of that eventually. Yeah, so I saw this one and I was like, oh. So there's two different types of this Hoya, and it can be a little bit confusing because they have the same name. But this one, the one I have in my hand here, also goes by another name. So that's kind of the only way that you can distinguish the two. I'm so excited. Like, people wanted her, and for good reason. Mostly, I think, just because she's sun-stressed. People like sun-stressed Hoyas, but she is also really gorgeous with some like felted-ish leaves. It was on a trellis, so it's probably gonna look a little odd, but I'll try and get her out of here. You guys, she's really cute. She's really, really cute. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to have this. Excited to be able to share this with you guys. This was such a good price for her too. I don't remember how much I paid for like a small 2-leaf cutting a while back, like well over a year ago. Ooh, we got one casualty. That's okay. Normal. Totally normal. It came off the base of the plant. This was an older leaf. I'm trying to get all this off. Okay, here we go. Hoya weylandiana. You guys, this one also goes by UT something or other. I'll leave it on the screen. I can do a video now that I have a larger specimen showing you the two side by side and why they are slightly different. So this one's leaves are a little bit softer. The other weylandiana that I have has glossy leaves. But now that I'm looking at like a larger specimen, the leaves look almost the same. It's just like the texture that's different, which is interesting. And this one's like a little splashier. So super cute little blushed leaves. She's trailing nicely. Like I said, she was up on a trellis, so I might re-trellis her. And I think she's gonna look super cute. I'm gonna give her some time to acclimate because this is a softer leaf Hoya before I propagate her, but I will eventually propagate her. Oh my goodness, she is stunning. Look at those leaves. Tell me you don't love those leaves. You're lying. You are a liar if you say you don't like these leaves. So yeah, you can tell she was up on a trellis because some of her vines are a little bit bent, but that's okay. We're gonna put her back up on a trellis. I'm actually gonna do that at the end of this video, and I can show you guys because I have my gorgeous, gorgeous trellises by Botany Bay, and I need more Hoyas to display on them to take some photos for her. So this is the big one, and I'm actually genuinely shocked that they were able to fit this in the box, like that they were able to fit all 4 of these in the box. The box was like bursting at the seams. But did I tell you how much I paid for that one? I paid $85 for the weylandiana. I did tell you that. Because other people were bidding on it. But I usually have a price in mind that I want to spend on specific plants because I will like stalk their page ahead of time and see what they're gonna have and see what I want to bid on, just so that I can have an idea of like where to spend my money and get an idea of like what I'm willing to spend on the plant, if that makes sense. Instead of just like, when I just willy-nilly go in there not knowing anything, I end up spending like way more money than I should, because I'll spend money on a plant and then they'll have another plant that I want even more, and then I'm like, well, I can't get that one because I got the other one. I can't spend all that money. So does that make sense? I feel like that makes sense. Anyway, so this one has a fun story because they put it up and nobody bid on it. And I was like, I was waiting for the weylandiana and another one. I don't remember. I didn't win it though. And so I was holding off on this one because I didn't know how much the weylandiana was going to go for. And I really had my eye on that one. But nobody bid on it. So afterwards I was like, hey, can I get that Hoya? You know what I mean? And again, Aaron was very, very sweet, and he gave it to me for the same price as the starting bid, which was very kind of him to do. He didn't have to do that. So thank you, Aaron. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of you over there. Nicole, Steven, everybody. I think the other girl's name is Bethany. She's usually quiet in the background, but she's there and we still appreciate her, right? Oh my God. Oh, did he leave it on the trellis? He left it on the trellis. Thank you. Thank you for leaving it on the trellis. You guys, that's why you were able to fit it in the box better too. Do you see this? It's like a plant sandwich. I feel like I'm unwrapping my hoagie over here. There's a couple of leaf losses. Oh, 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 that's not good. We've already got a cutting apparently. Oh, that one had a new growth point too. Bummer. I don't think I'll be able to save that. The leaves are falling off. But that's okay, because there's like so much plant here, it's insane. We are losing leaves. This is the Hoya croniana black leaves. I do find the croniana leaves to be sensitive to like too much stress. So there's definitely a handful out of the top here that I'm losing. Hopefully that's it though. Some of these leaves don't look good. I don't know how that happened, but it's okay because majority of it is totally fine. It's got a ton of new growth points. There were peduncles on here too. Stop falling off leaves, you're stressing me out. But there are like some hanging vines, so I'm sure it was like a little difficult to tuck them up in there because there's no more room on this trellis. But yeah, there are some like unhealthy leaves that are coming off from the top, but that's okay. There is always like yellowing and leaf loss to be expected when you ship plants, you guys. Otherwise, this babe looks so good. I know there were a few peduncles somewhere. I just don't know where. I think maybe that might be one hiding right in here. Yeah, I have to get to know the plant, and then I'll know where all the peduncles are. But yeah, I'm probably gonna be cutting some of these vines too, just to make her a little bit happier. The leaves are just very flimsy, so I'm afraid, not all of them, just some of them. Like this one vine feels flimsy. So ooh, I'm gonna have to get in there and see what's going on. Okay, so this one I paid $125, which I thought was a really great price for this. I got another one from them that was probably like about this size for $45, and that was a steal. So you do the math. I have my Hoya croniana silver back here, and I thought that these two might look cute hanging out next to each other if I decide to take it off of the trellis. It looks like a project, and it looks gorgeous like that. Honestly, I kind of don't want to take it off the trellis, but I do love these as a trailing plant. I think it's hard to see the silver in the background, but I paid like $80, I think, for that hanging basket of croniana silver, and this one is definitely a little bit less common than that one is now. So really great price. And that's why it's called black leaves. The leaves aren't literally black, they're just darker green, and they can stress, I think, to black, or the new growth comes in black. I don't know. I haven't had it for long enough, but I'm not mad about it. Croniana isn't my favorite Hoya, but it is growing on me. And it's like lacunosa, stuff like that. I'm pretty sure they're the same thing, but don't come at me if they're different. Like, I genuinely don't know, and I should probably look it up. But their blooms look the same, so I don't know. But a lot of Hoyas kind of have those same white, fluffy blooms with yellow on the inside, so I don't know. I don't know what this one's blooms look like. If it has darker blooms because of the darker foliage, I don't really know. But she's stunning, and I can't wrap my head around it. So there is that. I don't know why the shipping was more. Maybe because the box was bigger. I don't know. I feel like my boxes are usually much bigger than this, but whatever. I'm not mad overall with shipping and everything. I spent $310 on all 4 of these gorgeous Hoya. These were definitely the 2 bigger ones. And then I've got my snacks over here. Sorry. I just got back from the gym a little while ago, so I was snacking. And these 2 cute little ones. Let me know in the comments below which of these 4 were your favorite from this unboxing. I think this one is probably the most surprising because I literally was just like, oh my god, it's only $25. No one's bidding on it. Like, it's cute. I had my eye on it in the past, probably had it on a wish list somewhere in the past, but never really got it because it kind of looks like other Hoyas and it is what it is. But you know how I am when it comes to Hoyas, you guys. I want all of them regardless of if they all look the same or if I don't even really like it that much. I still want it. And I'll probably give it away or sell it eventually because I don't like it, but I still want it. Like my Retusa, I actually need to put that up in the shop because I don't want it anymore. So, oh my goodness, this one is so cute. Let me know if you guys are excited to see these in the shop, if you want to see the lucardenziana in the shop, because I have places that I can cut all of these. I am just going to allow the 2 larger ones to acclimate a little bit first because they are a little bit more sensitive, but the other 2 I can probably trim later, next week. So I might see if I can salvage this in some moss as well because it has an active growth point at the top there. So maybe if I take off this bottom leaf, I can stick that in mossy perlite mix and get that propagated, and we'll see how that goes. It'll be a good, I don't have an issue propagating my my Croniana silver or my lacunosa, but anyway, moving on. That took me a while. I'm sorry because I'm just very excited. Now I have some plant mail from my friend Miles, and I kind of remember what he sent me, but also don't remember at the same time. So we shall see. They are cuttings. So they're probably little in this little box, but I like little cuttings. I don't really have a lot of room for larger plants. So this is what it's looking like. I don't know if he's shipped plants before. I think this is his first time shipping plants, so we're gonna see how he did. They're in a little baggie here, and they're literally just cute little plants in a baggie with some, there's some wet paper towels in here though. You did a good job. Everything looks really good, Miles. You did good. You did well. Oh, that's cute. Is that the Hoya australis you were telling me about? Oh, her leaves are kind of fuzzy. So I think this is a Hoya australis species. I don't remember the name. I'll have to get the names from him and I'll put them on the screen. This one, can you see how it kind of has little hairs on the leaves? Oh my god, so cute. It's in some moss. It looks like it's rooting. I see some roots popping out there, so that's not a bad thing. Not a bad thing at all. I think this is Cebu Blue. Oh my god, look at it. So little. Adorable. Not mad about it. And then I think this is a regular green spider plant, baby, chlorophytum. Very, very cute. I could pop her into, or pot her up. I mixed them together into my pot with my little variegated ones. I have both the inner and outer variegated spider plant. I wouldn't mind adding a little green one in there too. I kind of like a mixed pot every once in a while. And then we have one larger one in here that I think is the, oh my god, oh my god, this is the Epipremnum skeleton key. Look at it, you guys. I wasn't expecting that leaf to be that big. She's cute. I've never actually seen, I think I might have seen this in a shop once, but not this big, these leaves. Let me get in here and see. She's working on another little baby one here. Probably not going to be as big as that one. It looks tiny. But it's like, that's really cute. I'm just curious if there's like an aerial root or something. It looks like there is, which is amazing. That will make my life a whole lot easier. I mean, pothos are really easy to propagate, so I wasn't really worried about it, but looks like it even started rooting some more while it was in transit because it was attached to the paper towel. So there is that. These are a little wet, like a little too wet for what I would normally be comfortable with, but they turned out fine. So cute. Thank you, Miles. You are making sure I didn't miss anything in here and like throw it out. No, we're good. You are so very appreciated. Definitely go and check out his channel and say hi. He's just like a really nice guy. So super cute. Okay, not mad about it. This one's probably my fave though. Cute little hairy Australis. So thank you very, very much. I have to get my package together for him. I think I have a list of what I'm sending him. You know what? I have a hard time keeping up. I'm not gonna lie to you guys with like trades and just like sales that I've made and everything. Like obviously I don't have a hard time keeping up with my sales because I have a website for that, but with the trades I write them down in a notebook and then like sometimes I just forget. But anyway, I'm gonna shush. I appreciate you, fam. I hope that you enjoyed this video. You can still see my Hoyas a little bit back here. If you did, you should give this video a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you don't miss anything from me. There's a join button down there if you want to be part of the official plant fam. Come and hang out, get some fun perks, get early access to my sales if you have your eye on a Hoya and I don't have a lot of cuttings available. You also get some members exclusive videos. I try to do them once a week, sometimes every other week, but either way, you are getting exclusive videos from me. We do members only live streams. We have our group chat, everything. We are very much like a family now. So you should come and join us. We are very warm and welcoming to new people, and we're always excited to get to know somebody. So I'm always excited to get to know you guys too. You know, you see my face all the time. You know me. I don't know you. So come on over and hang out with me. If not, there's also a Facebook group where you can come and hang out. I just kind of repost everything over there, and it's another way for me to interact with you guys and get your feedback. So definitely come and hang out with us there. We're doing a giveaway over there. It's still going on for like another week or so, so definitely come and check it out. And yeah, I think that's it. There's a super thanks button if you want to super thanks me, donate a few dollars to my channel. Everything is appreciated. You guys know I can't do this without you. I am so grateful that I'm able to do this. So thank you. And definitely check out Urban Leaf Shop. They do have like a regular website too if you just want to like shop their website, but their auctions are really fun and you're like potentially going to get better deals there than you will on the website on some of the same plants. So highly recommend. Come and check it out. I'll be there. I don't usually miss an auction, even if I usually don't plan on buying something, or like I end up buying something anyway, but I'm usually there for every auction just because it's enjoyable to watch and be part of. So yeah, I'm gonna go now. I love you, fam, and I hope I see you in the next one. Bye.